How's it going, everybody? It's Mystical here, and I'm back with another commentary, and officially back in full capacity with the channel as well. Like as I mentioned, I moved, and I think I was only gone officially for like a day or two, and then you guys probably noticed I started having videos again. But during that time, the internet was not actually set up all the way. Like it transferred correctly before the guy actually came a couple days later to actually configure it correctly. So the upload speed was actually really terrible before then, and that Halo 3 gameplay that I published for you guys recently, it would take like 2 hours per video to upload, but I was pretty determined because yeah, the upload speed was pretty bad. But I was like, well, I've got unofficial internet for a couple days before it actually is supposed to be activated, so might as well use it. So that's what I did. But yeah, I'm now moved in. I think got my new room 90% set up, you know, but it's really nice. I like living close to work, and it's a nice place too. It's really comfortable, and I've got a lot more space. So it was a fairly painless transition. My back is still a little sore from all that stuff moving and everything, but overall it went okay. So I'm glad it's over though, super glad. But yeah, so now I'm officially back, and as always, the gameplay and variety should keep on coming. And that brings me into the second topic, because this is not a very long commentary here, and I have more Black Ops 3 gameplay in the background because I have so much. So again, that's why I'm trying to use it. It's perfect for these little moments like this. But anyways, yeah, I was planning to yesterday to have World War II gameplay for you guys, but I couldn't play the game. And it's not because what most people are probably thinking, because apparently I heard the servers were doing really bad. My copy just never arrived, and it was supposed to arrive yesterday, which I don't know why, but Amazon just has not been very reliable for their day deliveries now on games. I've had Prime for like over a decade, you know, and then when they started doing all these game deals where you get like 20% off and stuff, like, oh cool, so that's even more bonus. But it hasn't always been very reliable lately, and my copy still hasn't arrived, and it's the day after. And people are like, why didn't you just buy the digital version? You could play in it right now. And I'm not really, unless it's like Steam on PC, I don't really care for digital in games, because I just prefer a physical copy. You know, I like having that case I can put on my shelf. Also, it doesn't use up bandwidth for the internet, because to no surprise, I do have a data cap, which is stupid. I can't believe it, but even where I live, I have a data cap. So having physical copies of games, you know, and games these days are like 50, 60 gigabytes. And that eats up the data cap. So I can buy a physical copy, which is cheaper, and I can use no bandwidth to get the majority of the game, because there's usually day one updates, you know, that are like 10 to 12 gigs, but this still saves me from hundreds and hundreds of gigs, especially during what I like to call game season, where, you know, like the October, November time frame, like, you know, 5 or 6 games come out that you want, and, you know, games each being like 40 gigs, that's a lot of megabytes, you know. That's like 200, 300 gigs right there, and so I like physical for that reason also. And with World War II, I did get the 20% discount. It's just times like this where I don't get the game on time, which is really disappointing, because I've been waiting for a World War II shooter, you know, next-gen graphics for a really long time. And it finally happened, and then the one thing I order on Amazon, it doesn't actually arrive when they say it will. So I don't know when it'll be. It'll be a couple more days. But in the meantime, I had some Gears of War for you guys yesterday, and I had fun. Those are actually really recent games I played the other night. So that game's still active, and I actually did way better than I thought, because I'm not really a Gears player. I don't consider myself one, so that was fun that game still had people on it. And I've got more Black Ops 3. I also played some more Halo 5 for you guys recently, because Oddball just came out in the game officially. So I've got some good matches of that, which will probably be here in the next day or so, because I have no idea when World War II will actually get to my doorstep, but when it does, you guys will see lots of gameplay on that. Um, but yeah, that's why I mostly go with the physical, and just this one time it just happened to be bad luck. But really the only 2 games that I wanted to get this year, surprisingly, is a very small list. It was just World War II and probably Battlefront 2. There weren't really any other shooters or multiplayer games, or just ones I was interested in general, so in terms of new games for the channel, it won't be that many this year, because there wasn't much. I've got a lot of single-player games that I've bought a long time ago that I still have to go through, but multiplayer I'm pretty much caught up on, and it won't be too much. But I think because Titanfall's like under $20 now, Titanfall 2, I'm probably going to get that too and add that to the channel, because some people have been wondering where it is, and I think I'm going to finally get it now because it's so cheap, so why not, you know? Because, I mean, I've only got World War II and most likely Battlefront 2, so might as well get Titanfall 2 as well. As far as Battlefront 2 goes, I can't even buy that game a physical copy on release day. I think it's some EA, Amazon argument they had where they don't like EA doesn't like the 20% off deal, so they won't let you pre-order it. That's fine by me because I wasn't really going to pre-order anyways, so when the game comes out and it sounds like it's actually good, then I will buy my physical copy off Amazon. So I won't have it right when the game comes out, but that's not a problem, because if it's good, then you'll see a lot of gameplay from me. But that's still a couple weeks away. But in the meantime, the moment I get my copy of World War II, I will start uploading gameplay. I'm really excited to play it. I've not been watching any streams or anything. I don't really want to do that. I want to get the game and play the multiplayer maps for the first time, because I have not watched any gameplay really, apart from a couple trailers, and from what my friend who already has it has said, so I'm excited to play it and see the new maps. But I have looked, because for those that know me and the channel, bot support is really important, and it sounds like for this one it's going to be pretty awesome, because not only are the bots back for all the regular maps, but the new war mode also has bots, and one of those maps I hear is called Operation Neptune, which is the storming Normandy beach map, and that actually has bots. And I was excited to play the campaign to play that part, that, you know, Omaha Beach, but the fact it's a multiplayer map, and now I can play it anytime I want with bots, don't even have to rely on people. I can have like the most cinematic Saving Private Ryan moments ever, and I'm really excited for that. That's going to be a lot of fun, so I'm going to get my money's worth just out of that one mode. That's going to be so much fun, because the World War II games and Call of Duty in general, I feel very different about compared to other Call of Duties. Like, it's World War II, so it's got that historical element to it. So for me, it's not just trying to really be competitive in the game. It's more playing it as like a World War II, because, I mean, I love documentaries. I think I've talked about this before, but I love documentaries and movies and just information on World War II in general. So getting a game finally with next-gen graphics for World War II is really exciting for me. But yeah, maybe I'm lucky that I don't have the game yet, because it sounds like people are having a crap ton of problems and load time issues, so I may not be missing as much, and by the time I get the game, the servers will be straightened out. But in the meantime, I've been grinding it in Black Ops 3, and even those servers have been getting hit, because I think Activision servers are all getting pulled on World War II, so it's even stressing out Black Ops 3. And I'm getting a lot of like connection errors and crap. Yesterday I tried to retrieve my crypto keys from playing matches, and it wouldn't let me, and I played so much last night. I had 98 pending that I couldn't retrieve. And when I finally got them, it like glitched out and like gave me a bunch of extra ones. I have no idea. I'm like, okay, thanks, I guess. There's nothing I can do about this, but it was just really weird. It's like the game's just freaking out. But yeah, so it's, and for those wondering, yeah, even Black Ops 3 has a lot of people playing it currently, despite World War II just coming out, so I've been having fun in that. But yeah, it's just kind of funny. But that's really all I had to say on this somewhat short commentary. Since I won't be getting Battlefront 2 for a while, I might actually still do that commentary that I mentioned a while ago. But in the meantime, gameplay will be coming. World War II will be arriving on the channel very soon, hopefully. just depends whenever Amazon gets me my package. So till then, I'll just be playing all the other games I got. But yeah, I can be patient. So till then, thanks for watching and see you guys around.